Hello there and welcome to the Star Wars Showcase YouTube channel. Today's video is dedicated to sourcing some different parts and pieces so we can make our very own custom Duro pilot action figures. Let's take a look. The unique head sculpt for today's project is sourced from Thanatos Unlimited. Please make sure to check them out on Etsy as they have a wide array of different kind of alien and Star Wars inspired 3D prints. Other parts for this project include our Black Series Antok Merrick body, which is just a generic Rebel pilot body. You could also get this in orange if you got the Luke Skywalker or Wedge Antilles version, so really up to your preference there. Pulled up on screen here, we've got that 3D printed head sculpt as it has been primed. So that is a thin layer of black primer coat, which will ensure that any paint that we put on top is able to really stick to our head sculpt as opposed to, kind of smearing or being watery. And when putting together these Duro projects, it's really as simple as getting up our head sculpt and just matching some of the paint on that neck. Speaking of paint, for this particular project, I've used these two colors here, this kind of snowy powder blue, as well as this kind of dusty tan sort of look for the eye patch. For that eye patch, you could go with black as well. I thought that made him look a little bit too much like a pirate, although this head sculpt would be great for that if that's what you were going for. And once we paint up that head sculpt using just a couple of thin layers of that blue as well as that tan on the eye patch, we get a really solid action figure with not all that much time, energy, or money put into it. And so pulling things up close, I kind of tried to make him look a little bit more like a grungy mechanic. So there is a wash coat that I also put on there, but that is completely optional. And I've also done a little bit of gloss on the Duro's eyes. It's kind of nice to get that more shiny, reflective look on some of our alien characters' eyes. But I really love Rebel pilots. These are some of my favorites. So I think all the more Duro, Solistans, those types of characters that we're getting in our scenes is just having that much more, quote unquote, realism for building out our Rebel alliance. As an extra little accessory, I've thrown in a wrench that I've sourced from a G.I. Joe classified CoverGirl figure, just to kind of give more of that mechanic look to it. I know our Black Series has had a number of different, spanners and kind of welder looking tools, so those would be good additions when building, a pilot or a mechanic here, as I wanted to give him just one more thing further than the blaster, which is usually the extent of what we get with our Black Series pilot figures. But all in all, very simple project. It took me about an hour and a half start to finish, but I'm really happy with the result here. So let me know down in the comments below if you're a fan of this project and if you have any other suggestions for building out Rebel pilots like this. Also, if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to check out some of our other videos up on the channel, like our other action figure tutorials, as well as reviews of the latest Star Wars Black Series releases.